Hello everyone, I'm back. Once again, I took me a mental break, and it was only supposed to be in for that weekend. However, I've been away for about a week and a half, almost two. So my original plan was to, like I said, take a weekend off on Friday, September the 20th. A couple of Fridays ago was a year since my fiance passed away. He passed away of lung cancer September 20th, 2023. So my original plan was just to, like I said, take a mental break from things, because as I mentioned in previous videos, we have to take care of ourselves before we can pour into others. However, the same day, that's when I got done, I was told that I have pneumonia. So, so it's been rough. So I've been had to take a longer break than what was expected, what I expected to take. But like I said, God had other plans. So it's been pretty rough, and it still kind of is. I'm still trying to overcome and heal. So, but without that being said, I know on my last video I discussed about we was talking about the surgery of my first diagnosis of breast cancer in 2016. So I discussed I had my 16 rounds of chemo, and then I had surgery. And this surgery was a double mastectomy, removed both of my breasts. So after that surgery went well. That surgery was expected to be the 2 to 3 hours. That went very well, and it went as planned. But I woke up with no breasts and staples, and so I had to come home and recover from that. So I came home. I want to say I went probably maybe 3 months without my breasts, which was perfectly fine. But I wanted my breasts back, so we scheduled for reconstruction surgery. And as I mentioned, we talked about different options in the reconstruction surgery, where to get implants. I used my own fat, and I decided to go with my own fat for the reason being, if I would have got implants and the cancer came back, then it would have been hard to detect it. So as we all know, since I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor, it came back, as mentioned in like I said in previous videos. However, during this time of healing, family, friends, they telling me not to go back. They didn't want me to go into surgery, and telling me how I look good without my breasts and so forth, which I didn't lose no self-esteem in my eyes. I don't feel like I lost any self-esteem. I still believe I was fine, and you couldn't hardly tell. I could have just been flat-chested, but it was just me, my personal thing that I wanted to do to make, I don't know if I can say if it really made me feel less of a woman, but it's something that I felt like it. And every time somebody tried to talk me out of it, they would say, but you're still beautiful, and I'm like, thank you, but I didn't say I wasn't beautiful. This is something I wanted to do. So I went forth with that, and did reconstruction. Now, with this reconstruction surgery, it was difficult. It was rough. It was scheduled, I want to say, for 18-hour surgery, and I ended up being in surgery for 23 hours. But once I came out of it, I didn't get to see my first round of breast. And this surgery was where they took the fat from my stomach and placed it up in my breast. Now, they already explained how it was going to be difficult because, with chemo, and basic chemo is poison through your body, so it's killing everything. It killed my veins. My veins, they explained, it was so small, like a hair follicle, thin as a hair follicle. So therefore, they had to take my stomach out, reattach it into my breast, and connect my veins together to get the blood flowing, circulating right. And they did tell me that there's a chance that it could fail. however, so got out of surgery, and the doctor come and check up on me. You know, everything is looking good. My breast is looking good according to my mom, because I didn't get to see him, because I'm, like I said, fresh out of surgery, so I'm droopy and drowsy, all of that out of it. So then the next day, which was on a Sunday, my parents had just left me to go home to get ready to go to church. So this time the doctor comes in, and he's checking my pulse, and I can hear it on the monitor too. It's very faint. Then he feels it. He feels it, and he said, "Oh, this is cold. We need to take you back into surgery." But he said it so calmly. I'm like, okay, you know, I didn't think it was that of emergency. And so I get on the phone, I call my parents and let them know I have to go back into surgery. They're like, okay, we on our way up there. By the time they got up there, I'm already back into surgery. I'm telling you, soon I hung up that phone from telling them that I have surgery, nurses is running in, strapping me, getting me prepared, pulling me out, rolling me down the highway. That's all I remember. I don't remember getting no IV. I don't remember anything. I just remember rolling down the highway, and that was it. So I was in surgery this time because of the failure of my fat at that time. But I was just so, like I said, headstrong to get my breast back. It's something that I wanted to do. Like, have you all ever been in a situation where you was adamant about something, regardless if it made you feel good about yourself or less? Not necessarily make you feel less about yourself, it just made you feel good, or it's just something you just wanted to do. And that was my struggle at that time, was telling people it's not about how I look. To me, it wasn't, because like I said, I thought I looked good without them too myself, but it's something that I wanted, and so that's why I went for it. So once again, that's a little bit about that, of that process, and tune in for next video for more information on the next